My mother has not recognized me in 3 years. That is what dementia does. It does not take people all at once. It takes them in pieces, like something patient and hungry working from the inside out. First it was the small things, forgotten appointments, repeated questions. Then the fog rolled in over the bigger things, faces, names, decades. Now she looks at me sometimes and her eyes go distant, and I tell myself that is the disease, that somewhere underneath she still knows. I tell myself a lot of things. Her house is a Victorian on a dead-end street, the kind of house that holds sound differently than other houses. Footsteps carry, doors breathe. At night when she is asleep and I am moving through the dark hallway with a glass of water, I can hear the house listening. I have been her caretaker for 6 years. After Dad passed, after the diagnosis, I moved back in. I do not resent it at all. I gave up my apartment, my routine, my life in the city. I do not resent it. I want to be clear about that. I do not resent it at all. I loved her. I love her. She started calling me Eleanor 3 months ago. At first, I corrected her gently. Mom, it is me. It is Claire. She would blink, nod, seem to accept it. Then, an hour later, Eleanor again. I asked her doctor. He said it was common for late-stage patients to confuse present people with figures from their past. The real one is not coming back. You know that, do not you? I told the doctor. He said paranoid ideation was consistent with her stage. He said not to engage with the narrative. I tried not to engage, but I could not stop thinking about it. Last Tuesday, I was looking for her insurance documents in the back of the hall closet, behind a winter coat I had never seen her wear, behind a box of old Christmas ornaments. I found a photo album I did not recognize. I almost did not open it. The early pages were what I expected. Young versions of my parents, beach trips, holidays, the house before the renovations. Normal, familiar. Then I reached the section marked with a faded label. Claire. Every photo had been cut, not damaged, not water-stained, carefully, deliberately cut, a precise rectangle removed from each image, leaving the backgrounds intact, leaving my parents smiling at a gap where a person used to be. Birthday candles in front of nothing, a graduation gown draped over empty air, Christmas morning beside a ghost, every single one. My hands were not shaking. I want to note that. My hands were completely still. I think that scared me most of all. I brought the album to her room. She was awake, looking out the window. I sat beside her and set it in her lap and waited. She looked down at the photos for a long time. Then she looked up at me. You did such a good job. You really did. Most of them forget eventually. They have to, I think. It is easier. Forget what? My voice was a stranger's voice. She touched my face with one cool hand. Who you were before you became her. I drove home that night. I have an apartment. I do have an apartment. I know I do. I just could not remember the route. I sat in my car in the driveway and opened my phone and pulled up the agency's number, the home care agency. Eleanor was probably someone she had known, a friend, a neighbor. It was not worth distressing her over, so I let it go. But then she started saying other things. Eleanor, do you remember what you looked like before? Before what, Mom? She did not answer. She grabbed my wrist once, with a grip I did not know she still had, and pulled me close to her face. Her eyes were clearer than they had been in months. That frightened me more than the fog. The line rang, someone answered, and the woman on the phone said, Before I could speak, before I said a single word, Eleanor, we wondered when you would call. I looked up at the house. The light in her bedroom window was on. She was standing there watching me, and she was smiling.